Hey, Doc Holly here. Welcome back to Yoga Fit and Flexible. I'm so proud of you for being here and showing up on your mat. Today's workout is one of my favorites. We're working on the hamstrings. So for this one, you're gonna need one dumbbell and optional to have those yoga blocks. But if you don't have them and you're working on the motion and the form, that's great too. If you haven't already, Yogi, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next couple workouts together. Let's finish this series super strong. I'll see you on the mat. Let's get started. All right, Yogi, we are gonna start here actually in downward facing dog, right into it. So plant your hands firmly about shoulder width apart, index finger forward, curl the 10 toes into the mat and draw those hips up and back. Take a moment to get the kinks out and to just move about in your body. It's not about how it looks or the perfect alignment. Sometimes it kills me to say that, but it's about the feeling. That's the most important thing. Feel into your body. How are you feeling right now? In your body, in your mind, and in your soul. Just asking yourself those questions. Not expecting an answer, but just feel it, feel into it. Let's take a big long breath together. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Now sealing the lips. Let's work on about a 4-second inhale and a 4-second exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Continue that. Maybe count it out yourself if it helps. We'll take one more. Now on the next inhale, draw the right leg to the sky. As you exhale, knee to nose, come forward into that high plank. Flex into the right foot and step between your hands, straight into half splits. So lower that left knee down and then hop it back a little bit, straightening your right leg. If you've got long legs, you can scoot the right leg even further. And from here, we're already in that hamstring stretch. As you inhale, draw the chest forward and the tailbone back. Like a cow tilt, you're really pointing that tailbone back. Exhale, lead with the heart, compress your core all the way to your thigh. Good. Yoga block can be there too. Maybe you have 2 on each side if you want a little bit more space, or take the ground a little bit closer to your body. Just so you know, you can always use props too. But we started with that really slow breath because I want you to use it here. A nice long exhale really helps to unwind tension in the body and in the nervous system to help the muscle relax and open up. So let's take one more like that. Good, easy on the exhale. Next inhale, rebend the right knee. Draw the hands forward. Make sure you've got a little bit of room there. And pull that left knee to meet the right. Compress your chest towards your thighs. Bend both knees. And then exhale, straighten the right leg. And once that's fully straight, point the left knee to the sky as high as you can. And once you hit your limit there, straighten the leg. The right hand can come behind that right calf, and for the extra oomph and standing splits, draw your head closer to the floor. This is a little balance challenge, I know. Nice active stretching into both hamstrings. Well, really more the right hamstring and the left hip flexor, if we're being honest. Good, release that right hand, inhale halfway up, and exhale, big step back with the left leg, lower the left knee, and take those hands to your hips, squaring them off to the front of the mat. Kapayasana, lower the hips. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Maybe interlacing them into Kali Mudra, every finger laced except the index finger and the thumb. Just starting to open the body here. Couple pulses forward with the hips. Working the biceps back behind the ears. In between hamstring stretches and folds, it's nice to also open up into the front body. A little counter stretch. Inhale. And exhale. Just take a step back into downward facing dog, right where we started. Take a second there. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Other side. Come high onto the toes. Draw the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, high plank. Step between your hands. Right into the half splits as you lower that right knee. Scoot it back and stretch forward into that left leg. Sit the tailbone back as you reach the heart center forward. Exhale, a little bit of compression of the belly. So every breath you take, you're thinking of length and depth. First, find length and space, and then exhale that long exhale to soften and relax. Yes, the more you practice and are in tune with how your body feels, the more you find it really does work. It really helps to connect your breath to your movement. Good. Next, inhale, standing splits, bend into the left knee, draw the hands forward, get lighter onto the right toes as it sweeps to the sky. We'll set it up the same as the other side, bending both knees. This time for the extra challenge, let's start with the left hand behind the left calf. First, drawing the crown to the floor, and then straighten the left leg. Once you can't anymore, the right leg comes up. How high can you reach it? Push a little bit more, reach that knee up, and then straighten the right leg. So both legs are straight, both are active, working in from the core. Good. Release. Inhale halfway. And exhale, step back with the right leg. Kapayasana. Lower down the right knee. Inhale, sweep those arms up. And exhale, interlace the fingertips as you drop into the hips and open up. This feels so good after those stretches. This one's actually kind of one of my favorites. It just always feels good and opening and energizing. Inhale. Exhale, straight back into downward facing dog. Sweep up and back. Good. This next round of movements, we'll start using the dumbbell and strengthening into our hamstrings too. Good. Come high onto the toes. Sweep the right leg to the sky. Inhale. And 3 little kicks like you're trying to do a down dog split. Kick your leg. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, step through in between your hands. Half splits. Lower the left knee. Inhale, lift your heart forward. Exhale, fold in. So starting to get the idea of how you can flow into these stretches, right? Beautiful. Good. Rebend into the right knee. This time we'll sweep right up into the standing splits. If you want to set it up like we did before, that works too. Or you can just kind of find that big sweeping motion up. Take the right hand behind your leg. And kick the left leg to the sky. Really watch your hips. Sometimes I see a lot of people kick their hips out to the side. Anchor that right hip back behind you. Good. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale. Take your left foot next to your right. Fold inward. Inhale, halfway up to a flat back. Exhale, let's grab that dumbbell. So sit down into a squat to grab it safely. And stand. So I'm going to teach you how to do an RDL or a Romanian deadlift if this is your first time doing it. If it's not, still see if maybe you'll learn something different. So we'll take our feet about shoulder width apart. Let's get this hair out of my mouth first. And take it to Dasana almost. So ground with your toes. Feel all 4 corners of your feet. Always starting with our posture. Rolling the shoulder blades back and down. And engage that navel to spine.
Soften the knees a little bit here. And this movement's really about the hips. So we want to draw the hips back behind us with a nice flat back. This dumbbell is just right up against your legs. You want it to, mine is touching, literally that close. And then once you can't go any further with the flat back, that's when you stand a little bit of activation at the top. Nice. If you've got tighter hamstrings, you can do it with a little bit more of a bent knee action, a little bit more kind of deadlifty than RDL, but that's okay. All right, let's do 10 together. Draw the tailbone back, leading the heart forward. Navel to spine for 10. Inhale down. Exhale to rise. 9. Lengthen and strengthen those muscles. This is not about going fast. Nice and slow. Good, you got it for 5. 4, beautiful form, yogi. Stay with it the last 3. Stay strong in those toes. Sometimes people want to flail their toes up. 1 more time. Nice, squat it down to set the dumbbell down, push it forward. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands in heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, long spine, lengthen those hamstrings as you fold. Inhale halfway, and we'll actually take a vinyasa. So if you want to go all the way down to the floor for cobra, you can, or if you're ready, straight into that up dog. Sweep it back, downward facing dog. Left side, come high onto the toes. Inhale that left leg to the sky, 3 little kicks. Push yourself into a split. Last one, step through. Half splits as you lower the right knee, lengthen the leg. Now your body's kind of knowing where to go. We've been here before. So search out those spots where you feel tighter. Maybe you see certain areas of the hamstring you feel more open and it's easier to get further. See how that hammy feels for you today. 1 more breath. Rebend into the left knee, standing splits. We want to propel through that left foot and get lighter into that right leg as it springs up to the sky. Energize it, charge it high, and then add the extra balance challenge, taking the left hand behind your calf, splitting the legs for 3, 2, 1, good. Take the right foot next to the left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, lower the hips, this little squat action. Get that dumbbell. Round 2, RDL. Good, this is my favorite one, I think. I love RDLs. Good, hinge the hips back, stand strong. Sometimes this movement, this hinge action, takes me a while when I have a client one-on-one to teach them. Common mistakes are rounding the tailbone back, so going back like this. You want to make sure you really, like a down dog, flare the sit bones back behind you. And don't let the shoulders drop either. We want that flat back, so a little retraction in the shoulder blades is going to go a long way too. It can help to videotape yourself so you can see, am I rounding? Am I looking flat? That will help a lot. Good, let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one, all the way down to drop the dumbbell. Carefully, inhale, rise. Offer your practice up to somebody at the top. Exhale, hands in heart center. Good, sometimes that helps motivate you to keep working hard. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, long spine as you fold in. Inhale, halfway long spine. Exhale through your vinyasa. Ooh, starting to get a second wind here. Let's let that second wind push us through this practice. Good, right into the movement. Inhale, sweep the right leg to the sky. Come high onto the left tippy toes. Kick that leg, little kickbacks. 3, 2,
1, step between your hands. Take the left foot 3 feet behind your right at a 45-degree angle, about shoulder width apart, pyramid pose. So another lovely hamstring stretch. Thinking of the same action as the half splits. How can you tilt the sit bones back? Use that muscle action from the navel to draw your head in and to fold over that leg. Feel free to take any hand options if you want to walk the hands back. Choice is always yours. Maybe pulsing it a little bit. 3 breaths. You have the freedom to either hold still or to find those little pulses. 3, 2, 1. All right, rebend into the right knee. Step forward. Now I'll teach you how to do a standing RDL. Same idea as the RDL, but we're doing it on one leg. I know it seems simple, but the trick is to keep the evenness in your hips. And when that left leg goes back behind you, so I'm gonna start by planting my right foot. That's gonna be doing the work. I'll show you without the weight first. We'll hover the left foot off the floor, almost as if you're doing a warrior 3. That's how you want your hips to be, nice and square. As you bend the right knee, you'll have the weight in front of you as it's gliding down your leg. Try not to let the right hip cock out to the side. Keep wrapping the right outer hip back in and the left inner thigh up to the sky, and then stand from there. If you ever lose your balance doing this, it's okay. It happens all the time. Just come right back into the movement. Let's do it with the weight. Standing on the right leg, grip the toes. It also helps to find a focal point somewhere in front of you. So just gazing in front of you on the floor, maybe 12 feet in front of you or something like that. Relax the shoulder blades back. Hover the left foot and think of that warrior 3 back left leg as the dumbbell slides right in front of the shin, flat back, and then we stand. See, you got it. There's 10. And you can also use a lighter dumbbell for this. I can do RDLs pretty heavy, so 25 isn't too bad for me. Whoops. And see, I lost my balance. But listen to your body. A weight that you can do about 10, and the last couple are hard. Good, we'll call this 3. I'd rather you go really slow and controlled. Yeah, good. 5 more. Feeling the burn, but that's the point. Maybe you even feel it into the foot. It's a whole body exercise. For 3, 2, 1 more good one. Lock it up. Boom. Release. I think we can enjoy a malasana after that. Toes out, heels in. Sit into the squat as you move it side to side. The good news is we are way over halfway through. We definitely have to even it out. But once we do that, we're almost there. Good. Let's come into a wide forward fold. So just shift the toes forward. Grab anywhere behind your legs. Fold yourself in. Release your hands. Vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale through plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Beautiful. Exhale through that downward facing dog. Come high onto the toes. Sweep the left leg up, 3 little kicks. 3, find some length. 2, 1 step up, pyramid pose. Take the right foot 3 feet behind the left, shoulder width apart. Bow over the left leg. Enjoy these nice introverted poses. Sometimes I even like to close my eyes in them and just take my energy inside my body. Just knowing yourself. The practice of self-knowledge, self-awareness. Svadhyaya in yoga. Good. Let's get those RDLs. Bend into the left leg, stand tall. This time we can just go right into the movement. If you need to rewatch the explanation again, you can always pause, rewind, and try again. So ground that left foot, find your beautiful posture, hover the right leg, and just like we're hinging over and rising. The trick is keep the dumbbell close to your body and the core activated. Good, here's 3. One side's always harder for balance than the other. This one's harder for me. I've sprained my ankles a lot. It doesn't help. 5 more. 5. Try to be right in the moment. Every rep counts. Even these last 3, let's make it your best. Last time on RDLs today. 3. 2, good job, 1 more. And 1, heck yeah. Set the dumbbell away from you. Rise, inhale, stand tall. Exhale, hands in heart center. Inhale. Exhale, let's get that malasana again. Toes out, heels in, sit back. So it just feels so good after those. Slow down the breath. Shake it side to side, opening through the ankles, the hips, and the chest. Inhale, lift the chest up. And exhale, you can take a vinyasa or skip it. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, sweep that right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step between your hands. Lower the left knee. We're gonna find the half splits again. So get into that position. Lengthen as much as you need with the right foot. And start to draw the heart forward and the tailbone back. Cock the hips out to the right, finding this little action, and then pull them back in. So get into a bad alignment, and then pull it back center. It's okay to do that for stretching because we're getting all the different angles of that hip, that hamstring. Nice. Pull the foot back, kapayasana, rebend into the knee. Take your hands to your hips, just to level them out. Get into that position and then interlace the hands in Kali Mudra and work on opening the body. Words are hard. Good, really. Maybe closing your eyes again. Swaying side to side. You can see I'm always finding these little movements in my stretches. And from here, you can either keep working on these 2. If you have it in your practice, you can work on the splits. Sometimes it helps to have 2 yoga blocks. I have 1, so I'll use 1. Hop the left leg back and start to scoot that right leg forward. Squeeze up and in to activate your legs so you're stretching into active muscles, especially because we just worked on strengthening them. You don't want to just force it down all at once. But I do like to find that little pulsing action. So my right side's my tighter side. So not quite there, which is okay, we're different every day. But think of squeezing your inner thighs together, almost lifting up out of the splits. You can have a yoga block here too if you need one. And then on the exhale, relax into it. Take it back to that slow, steady exhale, relaxing down into the pose. Good. I know these are intense, so be with the intensity. It's okay. We'll stay for 3, 2, 1. Good. Squeeze your inner thighs and hop out of the pose any way you can. Rebend into the right leg. Sweep back, down dog. Skipping the vinyasa. If you need to shake it out a little bit longer before we do the other side, that's fine too. Good. Sweep the left leg up. Step through for the half splits. Straightening the leg. And this time we'll find that little hip action that we found before.
On the other side, just kind of bringing the hips back out to the left back corner and then squaring them off extra. So I know it's not perfect alignment, but as long as it feels okay for your body, it's okay with me. You are your own best teacher. Listen to the breath. Make sure you can still breathe deeply in the pose. Yeah. Good. Rebend into the left knee. Let's take the low lunge. Just work it. Just like anything, it works if you work it. If you want to get the splits, practice them every day. If you want to get stronger in your hamstrings, start to implement hamstring exercises in your programs. RDLs, leg curls, deadlifts, anything like that. Good. Really breathe into it. And if it's you and you want to keep working on the half splits and the low lunge, if that's going to be where you are right now, stay there. If you're working the splits, start to just lengthen through the legs and work on that muscle action of squeezing them together and then lowering. Baby lift. Easy, gentle lower. Notice I said gentle. Never forcing, always flowing into the pose. So if you have had the splits and you're not getting them today, don't force it. If it's the hip flexor that's extra tight for you, you can keep working on the low lunge. And if it's the hamstring, keep working on that half splits. This one's a little bit better for me. Actually, a lot better. Good. And then once you get there, how can you feel safe in the pose? And your body's going to create that safety when you can actually exhale for that long, soothing yoga exhale. Good. Let's do one more breath together. Inhale. Easy exhale. Good. Use your hands or your blocks to power the legs back up. And just to even it out, we'll do one more down dog. Just shimmy and shake it out. Nice. Last stretch. We'll finish with a forward fold. Kick the legs out in front of you. Start with a little bend to the knee. Draw the sit bones back in the heart center forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lengthen as you fold. We will make this one a little bit more of a recovery pose than the other ones. So if you want to keep that muscle activation pattern going, go for it. Or you can just let gravity start to do the work. Start to melt you forward, reaching out the back body, all the way down your spine, through every vertebrae. All the muscles down your back are opening. Let yourself soften and enjoy this time. Good. Taking a moment to roll up out of it. Shake out the legs. You can take Savasana or meet me in a seated cross-legged position on your yoga mat. Palms up to feel receiving. Close your eyes and go back to that question that we asked at the beginning. Just how do I feel in my body? How do I feel in my mind? How do I feel in my soul? Just keep checking in with yourself. Just stay super aligned so we can keep flowing and centering ourselves throughout the day. Slowly taking our hands in heart center, bowing our chin to the chest. One more breath together. Inhale. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Slowly blinking those eyes back open into the room. Namaste, yogi. I'm honored to guide you. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you for the next video, video 7. We're almost there. See you next time.
We'll be right back.